I'm Christy Snow.
Hi, I'm Jessica Hill.
Okay. I'm Hannah Denninger.
I'm Megan Taylor.
And we're the Burley Woods, and we chose the people group of Japan. And we interviewed Koji.
So in Japan, they dress more formally than we typically do here. For everyday wear, they wouldn't wear shorts and a t-shirt. They would dress more professionally.
What would you wear to like a special event or like a traditional?
We usually wear kimono or yukata. It's traditional Japanese clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think people in Japan wear?
I think of like the little doll figures that you see with the big hair, and then you have the long necks, and then the silky like bright colored dresses. Yeah, that's
What are some of your favorite food items?
Food items.
What's your favorite thing to eat?
Yeah. I think I would say okonomiyaki, which is Japanese pancake. It's tastes savory. Savory, yes. Yeah,
Do y'all
okonomiyaki.
put like syrup on there? Like
Yes,
you?
we put sauce and some seaweed and some fish dust. And it's made of cabbage, meat, shrimp. It's pretty good. I actually made it in the food festival.
What would you find on a menu at a typical restaurant?
In Japan, I would say anything, like Western food, Chinese food. But since I'm a student, I tend to go like Chinese food because Chinese food is cheaper in Japan. And yeah, and ramen, okonomiyaki, yeah.
Okay, so what are some typical decorations like in a typical Japanese home?
We often draw the nature on the wall or furniture. Some, for example, like flower, trees, and with a really colorful color.
So y'all paint the wall, or like is it on a canvas? Like is it small?
I would say anything like wall or furniture. It depends, but yeah, most of the time the furniture has some pattern of like nature things.
Okay. So who are some commonly known people from Japan?
I think recently, the pen and pineapple, like pen pineapple. After Justin Bieber tweeted in the Twitter, like this Japanese comedian became super popular. So
okay.
recently he's really well known. Mori Kenichi, he's dancer, and he was one of the best dancer in the Madonna's like dance group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what are some commonly known places from Japan?
I think Kyoto is well known because Kyoto has a lot of like old stuff. They have almost exactly same atmosphere and architecture compared with maybe a long time ago. I think Tokyo is one of the best places because the population is 13 million people, and yeah, that's a lot. And I used to live in there, so I know what it's like.
What is your typical day in your hometown?
The city where I live is really nearby ocean, so I always go to the beach for just watch the ocean or running in the beach, bicycle in the beach.
That's really cool.
Yep.
So if you go to Japan, you should not hug when you greet people or wear shoes inside of someone's house. So remember to greet people with a wave and to always take off your shoes.
So
So our first question is, what do people in Japan typically do, like your age, for fun or for entertainment?
We go to karaoke on the weekend, or going to bowling, or pool, play pool, or working out, and yeah.
That's about it. Okay, what kind of music do people your age pretty much listen to, or people in Japan?
We have like American music, like pop. So most of people listen American music or Korean music, and Japanese music like J-rock, J-pop, and yeah, that's it.
What kind of music do you think Japanese people listen to?
Probably like okay, the reason why I say this one is because last night a Japanese friend was telling me he liked this band that I was playing, so it was kind of techno-y, so maybe that.
So techno music?
Maybe.
Okay, that sounds good.
I would just write good afternoon in Japanese. This is the one of the capital. And I will write the Chinese character that we use. This means cooperation. And the last form of Japanese is I just wrote it down, chocolate.
Yes.
Do you know any words in Japanese?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Alright, what are some recent historic events that have happened in Japan?
I will talk about the Christianity in Japan. Around 1,600 years, the Japanese government forbid the Christianity in Japan because a lot of Christianity came from Spain to conquer Japan. So the Japanese government realized that it's going to be huge power, so they restrict Christianity, and then they forbid every Christianity, and they kill a lot of people. The government chose to do the stuff called the fumie, which means you step on the picture. So if you step on the Jesus picture, that means you're not Christian. So those people can be saved. But if people who could not step on the Jesus picture, they always kill them to show Christianity is bad. You cannot follow. So even now, we kind of have that kind of atmosphere in Japan. So I feel like in Japan only 2% Christianity exists.
Christianity was introduced to Japan in 1549. It spread more rapidly in Japan during the next several decades than in any other Asian country. From 1618 to 1620, a large number of Japanese Christians, both priests and converts, were executed, but no foreign Christian was put to death until 1622. At this time, 35 Christians were beheaded and 25 were burned at the stake.
What is your government like?
Our party right now is democratic, and our prime minister is Abe Shinzo.
What kind of government do I think Japan has?
I know that parts of it. I know that they still have an emperor, but I don't know. Maybe like a monarchy, something like that. There might be. Okay. There might be like a puppet king, where it's like, they have like an emperor or someone who leads them, but there's really like someone in the background going like, haha.
So what are your hospitals like?
I think we have pretty good insurance system. If you injure somewhere, you can go hospital for really cheap price. So I think we have a really good insurance plan.
Okay, and what are your schools like?
I don't think our education system is the best, but there are some people that are really smart in our school.
That's good. Who are some famous people from Japan?
We have famous swimmer whose name is Kitajima Kosuke. He won the Olympic several times. And then Kohei Uchimura, he is a famous gymnastic guy, and he won the Olympics too. And Ichiro, he used to be in Mariners, and Yu Darvish, he's in the Rangers. These two guys are from Japan, and they're a really good player.
What is the dominant religion in Japan?
I think our dominant religion is Buddhism and Shintoism. Yes.
Okay, so what are some similarities between Japan and America?
Teenager hang out in some game arcade or bowling, or some teenager go out to eat with a bunch of friends. That's kind of similar, and we both studied really hard for getting job, and yeah.
Okay, and what are some differences between Japan and America?
When we enter the room, we take off the shoes in Japan, but in here we don't take off the shoes before enter that room. That's different, and the way we greet in Japan is different, because when we greet somebody, we bow always, but in here they will shake hand. Yeah. Okay. Our Japanese food, I can say our quality is really high, but the size is really small. But in US, everything is bigger than Japan. Like people and food and the area, and it's so spread out, and you need a car to go somewhere. But in Japan, we can just walk to anywhere or bicycle.
What are some important values to the Japanese people?
I think we respect elderly people. Even like 1 year older, we respect them, and we use a different type of the words, like the phrases, to express respect, and we care about our parents and family a lot, and we sometimes some people pray for like ancestor. It's really big things for us to pray ancestor and express the respect to ancestor and elderly people. Yeah.
A part of most of Japan's families had a family crest. Unlike in Europe, family crests were not exclusive to noblemen. The family crest normally consisted of nature, animals, or sometimes vegetables. Each element of the crest would symbolize something. For example, a flying phoenix represented a bird of immortality, and Chinese-style round fans symbolized the god of war.
Hey, look, there's Landon!
Hey!
What
What do people in Japan eat?
I was shaking your hand.
Okay, I'm just gonna. That's me. Oh, I've been recording myself.
These are